Hello, welcome to Island Doctor's Chair Yoga. We're going to start today by bringing our feet about hips width distance apart. We'll have a little bend in our knees. Our back has a flat spot in the back. It's not curved forward, it's flat. Our arms are down by our side and our head is in line over our neck. You can start to take these deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose. Remembering that the most important thing that you're doing during your yoga practice is breathing. Allowing our breath to rise and fall. You can move your chair to the side, giving yourself enough room to inhale your arms as you breathe. So inhaling your arms up overhead. Exhaling them down. So moving your arms with your breath. I'll have you add a twist to that, so we'll inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Your gaze can go up to your hands. Exhale, twist. Then I'm going to have you take your arms down by your side. I will have you flip your chair. You can either have your chair facing the back of you, or you can have your hands on the front of your chair. And we're going to bring our legs out here. And we're going to lean forward, bringing our arms down onto the chair, breathing here. Forearms are relaxed. Maybe you feel a stretch in your low back. Breathing. Taking those inhales in through the nose, out through the nose. I'll have you bring your arms up, placing one hand in the center of the chair, lifting the other arm up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Moving your body with your breath. One deep inhale to one deep exhale. And you can heel toe your feet back together and stand in your mountain pose. Moving the chair off to my side. And I'm going to introduce the block today to us. As I introduce the block to you, it's okay if you don't have one. If you'd like to pick one up and use it, it's great. It's a great tool to have. You can use it to lengthen your arms. For instance, if you put your arm down in the chair and you just want to bring it up a little bit higher, then you can do that. And also when we bring it in between our knees and we squeeze to keep the block from falling, we engage our inner thigh muscles. When you engage your inner thigh muscles, it also helps you engage your deep core muscles, your lower abdominal muscles. We can come down. You don't have to have anything here, but a block is really nice. Inhaling up, bending a little, and then up. So with our breath moving, inhaling, pausing, exhale back up. Inhale, pausing here. Bringing yourself back up. Inhale. Each time I'm staying down just a little bit longer. Up. This is a good place to have the chair in front of you. You can hold on to that chair for balance. I'm going to modify right now to show you that. You'll just bring the chair out in front of you. Remembering you're doing this without a block. If you don't have a block available, and you're holding, breathing, being very mindful if you have any sort of issues with your knees or with your hips. Coming up, standing, always allowing yourself to come back into your breath. You shouldn't feel winded. You should be able to have a conversation with your neighbor. If you feel winded, you wait and then come back down. So holding on to the chair works. Coming up slowly. So just because we have the word chair in front of yoga does not make this practice easy. You will notice that you can become a lot stronger and more flexible even though you're using the chair for your practice. You can bring one arm up, that works if you're holding on for balance. There's always lots of modifications that you can do. I'm squeezing into that block. It helps create this tightening in my abdominal muscles. And then up, arms down, standing in your mountain pose, your weight underneath your big toe, underneath your little toe, out on the sides, the outside of your foot, back on your heels, soft knees, meaning there's a little bit of a bend in them. Arms down by your side, palms facing forward, head in line over your neck. Soft face, maybe you smile. And then we're going to use the chair to roll up high onto our toes. We're going to stay on our toes. You have an option here, bringing one hand down, or bringing the other hand down, or holding on for balance. Breathing. And then slowly lowering your feet down along the outside of your feet, back on your heel, softening your knees, coming into your mountain pose. Your mountain pose is an active pose. High up onto your toes. One arm out for balance, or both. This time, I'm going to have you bring your knees together so your knees are together. You have a little bend in your knees. You're going to come up high onto your toes with your knees together. Your thighs are together, and then you come down into that invisible chair, pushing your feet away from the ground. This activates different muscles. One arm, two arms maybe. Up. Slowly back down, standing in your mountain pose. You do that again, so your thighs are together, your knees are together. You come up high onto your toes. Slowly bring yourself down that invisible wall, one arm out or two, pushing your toes away from the ground as you come down, sitting in an invisible chair. And up, arms down, standing in your mountain pose. I'll have you bring your chair so that you have the seated part of your chair in front of you. You have lots of options here. One option is to bring your leg onto the chair. You can grab hold of your pants and hold, or you can grab hold of your foot and hold. You can rest your knee on the chair, or you can bring it away from the chair. You can balance here, or hold on. So if you're like this, that's fine. We're not trying to be in a certain shape. What we're trying to do is have this muscle feel like it's getting a little bit of a stretch. So this, any of these things work. Resting on the chair, you're standing on one leg. For me, when I hold my foot, I'm getting a nice stretch in my ankle also. And then slowly bringing that foot down. Standing in your mountain pose, breathing. Do the same thing on the other side. So maybe you rest your knee on the chair. Maybe you grabbed hold of your pants leg and just hold. That works. You're just trying to feel a stretch in that front thigh. Or maybe you reach down and grabbed hold of your foot. If you do that, maybe you bring it off of the chair. Breathing. Releasing that leg, coming down. We have lots of options to work on our tree pose also. So your options for today are to just simply find a place for your leg to be planted, bring one arm up or two, or if you're doing this and you have been doing this and you feel comfortable and you feel like your tree pose is starting to get more solid, we can add a little movement to this. So I'm going to step away from the wall a little bit. Inhale, bringing your leg and your arms up at the same time. Pause for breath. And then exhale, bringing that foot down. Standing in your mountain pose, taking a breath. Inhale your arms up. As you slowly start to lift that leg up. Exhale down. I'm moving with my breath. Working on balancing. Then I'm going to stand and hold in my mountain pose. Move my block, and I'm going to find a comfortable seated position. Actually, I'm not going to find a comfortable seated position yet. I'm going to bring myself into a downward facing dog. So my feet are stepping away from my chair. I'm pushing my hips back, creating this wonderful space in my spine, low back, and breathing. And then coming up, walking my feet together, standing in my mountain pose. And then I will find my comfortable seated position. I'm going to be close enough to grab my weights. Weights are a really nice thing to use. So finding your straight spine here. Breathing. I'm going to have you grab your weights. You can bring them to your lap. I'm going to start by having you think about your shoulder blades. They're coming down your back. They're not stuck or curled forward. They're pulled down your back. We're going to inhale up and exhale slowly down. As we exhale down, I'm going to turn and then turn back up. So I'm going to add a little rotation in my shoulder as I exhale down. And leave that one down by my side. I'm going to inhale this one up and exhale, rotate. Maybe you bring that down. We'll pause here and breathe. I'm going to have you make like a C. So you have this kind of C shape in your arms, and you're going to bring your arms up and down. You can bring your weights down by your side. Shoulders down, breathing. And have you take one of your weights, like you're really reaching really high. Something's really high, you almost can't reach it, and then you pull it down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And do the same thing on the other side. You're really reaching up, pulling. We're going to do the same thing, bringing our hand down like you're pulling something up from the garden. Wow. Inhale and exhale. Bring that down. Sitting in your mountain pose. You're not curled forward. Your spine is stacked. Your head is in line over your neck. We're going to take our hands and put them on our knees and curl our spine into an angry cat. And then open and lift. This time I'm going to have you bring your hands onto the back of the chair. Pull, opening your shoulders. Your head is pushed back over your neck. You can gently bring your head back. Bring your head down. I'll have you take your leg and bring it over your knee. Just finding a place in your body where this feels good. Maybe your leg doesn't come up as high, that's fine. If you can grab hold of that leg and rock into the hip a little bit. And then relaxing it down. Bringing that down. Bringing your leg somewhere over your foot, somewhere over your leg. Holding, maybe rocking into that hip a little bit. A few more deep breaths here. And then I'm going to have you release that and have you bring your hips side to side, rocking it out. And I'll have you sit back on your chair. You can keep your feet up parallel to your chair, or you can bring your feet up, maybe one of them, maybe both of them. And then I'll have you rest your spine on the back of the chair, wherever you're at, whatever position you're at, you're comfortable, your spine is straight. We're going to soften our gaze or close our eyes here and come into a little meditation. I'm just going to have you do a quick scan of your body, and if there's anywhere that you're holding tension, if there's anywhere that you have discomfort, bringing your awareness into that area. And as you bring your awareness into that area, imagining what it could be like, imagining what it was like before it was an issue. Imagining what that area could feel like, if it could move freely again, or if it could move without discomfort or pain. I'm going to have you open your eyes, and if you'd like, you could do some head circles here. Just dropping your chin to your chest. Doing little half head circles. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Allowing your feet to come back down if they were up or if they were down the whole time. Moving out your ankles and your toes. Allowing yourself to come back into your body as slowly as you'd like. Staying seated for a few more moments if you'd like. Or if you're ready, you can get up, whatever you were doing, and resume your day. I hope that you feel strong and healthy, and we also hope that we can see you in in-person classes soon. Thank you.